with the head to the ground. Ma Long snaps up and over the head with the arm. Watch this again. Deep push allows Fan Zhendong to open. Powerful block back. It's like he's still in the air when he hits that ball, just sort of leaps out to the forehand side. Manages to cover from the other camera angle. It looked like his head was facing the ground. Powerful shot from Ma Long, extending his lead. Wouldn't be surprised if that ball's cracked after this shot off the edge of the racket. Front row seats. Opportunity to catch a ball hit by Fan Zhendong. Good old foul ball secret.
9-2.
And again, the setups right now for Fan Zhendong, he's not finding a lot of luck. Even the shots that seem like shots, he's depended on throughout the Chinese Super League, are not coming together right now. Change of pace, soft shot from over the table, gentle forehand flip. See the soft receive too, right off the bounce, a little bit of side spin, brings Ma Long in. Comes in, clips a little bit off the top of the net. Very faint though. Difficult serve, looked like a little bit of top, mostly side on that. And that's what slowed the ball down there, a little off the top of the net. Some backhand power, still a long way to go, but 4-9, Fan Zhendong crawling back. Again, we haven't seen a lot of change for the better since the timeout Fan Zhendong took at 1-4. Smart play, fast long on the backhand side. Gets a medium warm shot back. And keeps it deep, pins him in the backhand. Gets Ma Long spread and low on the backhand side and then opens it up with power down the forehand line. That's the way to do it. Still a 4-point lead for Ma Long now with 2 serves. The power is there. Ma Long taking fearless shots, trying to put it away deep on the table. Timeout called by Ma Long. Makes sense. It's a 4-point run for Fan Zhendong, down 2-9. Now, with all the different studies that go into the Chinese table tennis program, from the sports psychologists to the practice partners for both forehand and backhand, to all the training, physical therapy, and everything else, you'd have to imagine that there are analytics. There's some log of what percentage of points in the Super League Fan Zhendong has won with which tactics, like forehand to forehand, if he wins more points than Ma Long. Backhand to backhand, who has the winning percentage? What is the best fight right now for Fan Zhendong to pick? We don't see a lot of serves from the backhand of Fan Zhendong. He seems comfortable changing the location of his backhand after doing backhand to backhand counters cross court, opening up to the forehand side. That cup right there has existed, the one we saw over the timeout, since 1980. The first host city was Hong Kong. Here we go, back from his timeout. Ma Long, 9-6.
Let 9-6.
Break off the top of the net, but the next shot goes off the top of the net and out. Timeout diffused. Fan Zhendong This is a big game right here for him to win. Ma Long hungry for the low-risk shot, or the high-risk shot, low percentage rather, the short side of the table. That's where it's at. Both of these players know that. They have to make the low percentage shots a high percentage amount of the time right now to take a match, or take a game rather.
Let 7-9.
Short side of the table, just missing. That's a big point for Ma Long. Breaking the run of Zhendong again. He was down 2-9, got 5 straight points. That was his opportunity, a big opportunity. Just missing by about an inch there. And now 3 game points for Ma Long to take a 3-0 lead. Still hanging in there, fights off 1 game point. Zhendong continuing his run. Earns himself a good 3rd ball with that serve. A lot of side spin on that block from Ma Long. Zhendong in the air, anticipates the ball breaking. It's one thing both of these players do incredibly well. They anticipate the bounce of the ball even with side spin. Always a step ahead, able to reach if they need to. Just missing long from over the table. Zhendong not able to get out of the game. It's 11-8. Ma Long leading 3 games to 0. It's now or never for Zhendong. Game 4 could be the last. We'll see just after this. And we're back for game 4. Ma Long leading 3 games to 0. And Zhendong, the pressure definitely on. Ma Long quite focused right now. Can't let up for a moment. Ooh. Ma Long says that hit the clamp.
1 love.
See this in replay. It appeared that it hit the clamp. If it hits the clamp, it's considered part of the net. Super slow mo, that's the clamp, not the table.
1 love.
Unless my vision's wrong, we saw it in super slow motion. Everyone's looking up at the big screen for the replay. Video replay has not been introduced to table tennis as one of the rules, but you could hear the crowd gasp. We're gonna get to see it again. Watch one more time. Super slow.
Play.
That's net clamp. That's a great eye by Ma Long. Clamp, it's considered part of the net. Needs to actually touch the table. Well-placed serve, just short enough to jam up Ma Long at the back of the table. Enough backspin on that to keep it short. Ball bites on the table, stays in a little closer. Clever start, swiping under the ball with some side spin on the receive for Zhendong on the third ball. Watch this. And then has his chance to turn, takes the backhand instead from the middle of the table. It is blocked out wide. There we go. Talked about it before. When Ma Long serves fast into the backhand, he's often stepping around, and if Zhendong can play it down the line, even toward the middle of the table, you could see it was effective. Just derailing the plan of the server, one of the most important things for the receiver to do. For some reason, Zhendong is having trouble with that forehand when he turns from the middle. Backhand receive, picture perfect as always. It seemed like the feet got caught up a bit between steps. From a comfort standpoint, it could be nerves, could be hesitation. Of course, Ma Long is a strong opponent, but again, Zhendong has beaten him the last 3 times they've played in the Chinese Super League. Pressure from within over the table. Ma Long definitely initiating here, playing a very aggressive game. Tell by the angle of his swing how he had to lift to get that serve over. Mostly side spin on that ball. At least on the serve, of course. And even with all that power from Zhendong, it comes back. Ma Long again anticipating and breaking before. Watch this, as soon as it's contacted, he starts moving. Not before, but he's ready to do it. Doesn't commit early. And it's been trouble right now. The way Ma Long is playing, it seems like nothing is going to stop him. Been a little bit of back and forth from the start of the game. If Ma Long wins this, and he's able to pull off the gold medal at the Olympics in Rio, he will join the other 4 Grand Slam winners in the history of men's table tennis. Smart play, lets the arm lag behind, hits it right into the body. Ma Long has countered back too many of the balls wide to the forehand side. Very long stroke there, stays low before he hits it, fans out. Makes it a little bit more difficult for Ma Long to see where he's going as the shoulders open up early, but the arm lags behind. It's been trouble time and time again, playing it fast into the backhand corner. Ma Long stepping around, counter to the middle. Ma Long so quick, doesn't take much backswing at all, but still gets his whole body into that shot. As physically fit as they come. Ma Long said it himself. He's healed from injury and feeling good in this tournament. Outstanding rally, the power from both sides. Zhendong able to put some side spin, inside out forehand. And the power that Ma Long can generate with that backhand shot, lunging, keeping it out in front of him, and still recoil for another forehand. Not happy with that decision. Hit the back of his head right after the point. Again, these players so physically fit. If anything, it's usually a question of decision-making ability, mentality going into the point, if they're going to regret anything. Soft shot, leaves it low in near the net. It's a 1-point game. Ma Long starting to sweat. Physically, he's been sweating for a while, but mentally, you can see it getting to him. Pressure building. Smart play, shows push, looks like it's going to stay over the table and then pulls back. Watch the timing on this serve. Receive and then ducks down, plays it way wide to the forehand. Bit of side spin on it, just enough to hook it away out of Ma Long's reach. You know, if Ma Long can touch that, he's going to counter it right back. And he was way down, but now back at 7 each. Gets away with it to the forehand. Thought he was going to go onto the body. A more difficult shot to play that ball onto the body, but he plays it wide cross court. Very deep on the table, now takes the lead. As far as mental strength, if Fan Zhendong can pull out this game, still got a long way to go, but it'll be a great sign of his mental strength. Oh, crushed back, that's what happens. Hasn't happened exactly that way, but several times it's been countered back by Ma Long wide to the forehand. Right off the bounce to keep it low. Comes up a little bit high. With a full arm, look at the angle back. Ma Long at full extension, able to block the huge loop from Fan Zhendong. That point right there could have been the turning point. It's not over yet, tied up at 8 each. Why not receive that to the forehand? I know it's easier said than done, but the fast, long serve into the backhand, Fan Zhendong has had a much better percentage going out wide to the forehand with it, even to the middle of the table. But when he puts it back to the backhand, Ma Long's waiting there to step around. A very handcuffing serve, apparently, from Ma Long. Short side of the table, brilliant shot from Ma Long. As difficult as they come, he's way wide as he steps around the backhand corner for this ball. Look at where he stands and still able to play the short side of the table, surprising Fan Zhendong. It's now 2 match points, championship points, for Ma Long to take his second World Cup and keep his hopes alive for the Grand Slam. Fan Zhendong now with the serves. That was Fan Zhendong's vision right there, the cup getting blurry. And there it is, Ma Long on his back, a full somersault. He is thrilled to make it through the pressure of the up-and-coming Fan Zhendong. Just a pat on the shoulder, and he is in his own world right now. Absolute elation for Ma Long. Hard work does not drop a single game to Fan Zhendong. The up-and-coming 18-year-old still has some work to do to prove that on the big stage, he can mess with the hardest hitter, the top player in the world. Despite winning 3 out of 3 matches in the Chinese Super League, Ma Long delivering when it counts, and what a performance. Could we be seeing the Grand Slam from Ma Long this year, coming through Rio? Will Fan Zhendong be replacing Zhang Jike on the Chinese Olympic team? Tough to say. The decision's going to be a lot less clear now from the Chinese Association. We've got a few choice words here from Ma Long, the champion. Enjoy the interview before we have our awards ceremony.